And here we are in game 2 of round 5 of
We've jumped into game 2.
the WMCQ at Chialan's Gaming Lounge.
Herman Fenter has duressed his opponent Leon Schlechter with the burn deck.
Leon won game 1 with a very convincing performance from his burn, doing exactly what the burn would like to do. And so Leon chooses to reveal a Chandra's Phoenix.
Chandra's Phoenix cannot be discarded as a creature. Duress takes a non-creature
Yes.
card. That is a lot of burn
That's-
that Herman is looking at.
Yeah.
He's looking at 2 Boros Charms, a War Leader's Helix, and a Skullcrack.
He's looking like, oh, well, I'm in for a painful time this game.
Looks like he's taking the Skullcrack. Now, it deals less damage, but... Oh, he has chosen to discard the War Leader's Helix.
An 8 life swing at any point in the game is just too much to pass up to get
It's
it
an
off.
interesting approach to take, because Boros Charm deals just as much damage and costs only 2 mana.
But
And
uh,
Leon has only 2 lands in his hand.
That's true. So we'll see if that pays off for Herman.
Leon leads off with the Scry land. He'll be looking for his 3rd land drop, and he's keeping that on top. Looks like he's going to make it safely.
Yeah. And right off the bat, Herman trying to see if he might make a turn 2 play. Lays down his land. Is that just an ordinary swamp? Or is it a very old
Yeah,
swamp?
that's just another swamp.
Oh, nice, very old
Looks
swamp.
like, from here, it looks like Mirage. And he's playing a Pack Rat.
Here comes the cancer.
Yeah, Pack Rat, the bane of the format.
Yeah.
Leon does not have a burn spell that kills it right now. He's
That's-
sitting with Skullcrack, Boros Charm.
Yeah,
And I think that he scryed a 3rd land on top.
Yes, no, like you said, he's scryed a 3rd land, so he actually has no answer to this pack right now. So,
Yeah, so Pack Rat might walk away with this game.
yeah. He might. So, do you think he'll proc the pack rat on turn 3? 'Cause
I think that he will.
Yeah.
Making more tokens with the Pack Rat is plan A for the Mono Black Devotion deck.
Yeah. Just to make sure that even if one pack rat goes away, that he will have that copy just to
Yeah.
continuously. Okay, Leon does tap mana to cast a spell.
He has drawn in the meantime. He drew a young Pyromancer.
Okay.
So he can try to keep up with the Pack Rat. He has not played a 3rd land, in fact.
Yeah, so he has missed his turn 3 land drop, so that's going to be a problem for him. So he obviously chose to get the young Pyromancer
Yeah.
on top of his deck. He didn't want to get rid of that for sake of a more stable land base.
Yeah. Considering that the spells that Herman left him with all cost 2. 2 lands is enough for him to work with here, but he's
Yeah.
only going to be casting 1 spell per turn.
Yeah. And also, he's not looking to respond to Leon's creatures most of the time. He's looking to just hit Leon's face, and he doesn't need more than 2 mana per turn to do that at this point in time.
And Pack Rat tokens do a very good, young Pyromancer tokens do a very good job of chump blocking Pack Rat and the tokens.
Yeah. And Herman clearly realizing that, getting rid of the young Pyromancer before he gets many tokens off with it. Before he gets any tokens off with it.
On top of which, Herman has not made his 3rd land drop.
Yeah, so he couldn't actually proc that pack rat like he was maybe hoping to, and Leon responds to the Chandra's Phoenix, which goes straight to the face for 2 damage, taking Herman down to 18.
He's on 18. That
18
is
life.
the first damage that Leon has managed to do. Herman has managed to do 1 damage to this point, so he's got Leon down to 19. So
Yes.
not much change on the life totals yet in this game. A second
Second
Pack Rat
rat.
still grows this one up to a 2/2.
Yes.
So he's attacking Leon down to 17.
Yeah. So pack rat has no actual power and toughness by itself, but has an ability that says pack rat's power and toughness are equal to the number of rats in play.
Yeah, and the key to Pack Rat in this deck is that Mutavault counts as a rat. It has all creature types. So the man land that these decks play actually grows all of the Pack Rats.
Yes.
And of course, Mutavault right now would be the best top deck for Herman at the moment. It would allow him the 3rd mana to start making more rats.
Leon
And-
does bind
So-
stone. What is the spell called?
Chain to the Rocks.
Chain to the rocks. I was close.
He has chained a
chains
rat to
one
the
of the
rocks.
pack rats to the rocks.
Yeah, so he has kept Herman on just 1 Pack Rat. Herman is now scrying with the Temple of Deceit.
Looking at the top card of his deck, seeing if he wants it, putting it on the top again, if he really wants it, or just dumping it to the bottom.
At this point, I think it's land or bottom.
Yeah. Depending on what else is in his hand, though, because
I don't think this deck operates very well on 3 lands.
Okay. That's the thing of not being out of the meta. I don't exactly know how much mana each
Yeah,
kind
but
of
this
deck
is it's a
needs.
deck that comes through in the late game and is very powerful with its more expensive spells.
Okay. Out of the pack rat to
Packrat
go.
is gonna get in for another 1 damage.
Yeah. So that takes Leon down to 16. To 18. Should be 18.
16. He took 2 from the Packrat last turn.
That's true.
Yeah,
Actually.
so
So he wasn't 17, now on 16.
yeah,
Okay.
he's now on 16.
So Leon tapping a lot of mana to get a Boros Charm to Herman's face. Getting
That'll
some
drop him
4
to
damage.
12.
Dropping Herman to 12.
That is a fairly precarious life total against this burn deck.
Might be just enough that he feels safe. Oh, Herman has a response to the Chandra's Phoenix coming into his face. What is he going to do? He's thinking about it for a long time. He's not sure if he
2
wants
mana
to
removal
waste.
spell. It might be Farika's Cure. If so... Oh, it's Devour Flesh, which will actually allow Leon to gain a bit of life.
Okay. But I think Herman took a bit of a while there because he's not sure if he wanted to waste his to use his Devour
Yeah.
Flesh to get rid of the Chandra's Phoenix, which can just come back every time Leon gets a burn spell to
Yeah.
Herman's face.
And Herman knows as well as we do that Leon still has burn in his hand.
Yes.
So he might be just buying that Chandra's Phoenix right back. He might even be able to cast it again this turn.
Yeah, if he draws some land.
I think that he might have a land in hand, which would let him immediately recast this Chandra's Phoenix.
And he does, and this should be another Chandra's Phoenix back on the
Yeah,
field.
he is shocking himself, so he's lost that life that he gained from the Devour Flesh.
Yes.
The Chandra's Phoenix cannot attack this turn because Leon's combat step has already happened.
Okay.
But it will be coming in again starting next turn.
Yes. So there's that Mutavault that we spoke about. Is Packrat always buffed by Mutavault, or only when he activates?
Only when it's animated.
Only when
then
it's
it counts as a rat on the board.
It would be a little silly if it was just even passively as a
Yeah,
land.
with the mana that Herman has now, he can actually make his Packrat a 3/3. Oh, he's choosing instead to duress.
Just to see what.
Yeah, he knows that it's a
Yeah.
Skullcrack he's taking, and that's a key card in this matchup.
Yes. Yeah, to make sure that Leon has fewer answers to his Packrat.
If he's going that route, he still has. Well, Skullcrack doesn't answer Packrat, but it stops life gain.
Okay.
And of course, it's a burn spell for 3.
Yeah.
And that's important in this matchup, even if it didn't prevent life
Just
gain.
that little bit of extra distance might be what Herman needs to hold out this game.
Yeah, and I think that Herman is currently on 12 life.
Yes, Herman is currently on 12 life, and
Leon should be on 17, I think, with the life gain from the
Yes.
Devour Flesh.
so he had gained a bit of life, but now the Packrat might choose to nibble his bum and get him down a little.
Yeah. And Herman here has enough mana to make a Packrat token. He's
But
choosing
it's-
instead to Bile Blight that Chandra's Phoenix and get it back off the board. What he's doing now, he's attacking for 2,
Yeah.
which takes Leon down to 13, I think.
Yes.
I'm not sure that they recorded the life gain from the Devour Flesh.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Do you think they
because
might have missed
Herman,
that?
I think Leon should have been going back up to 17 because he.
Yes.
Yeah, so they've failed to record that. So Leon actually lost that life gain. So he's on 13 now. The reason it's 2 damage is Mutavault tapped for a mana to animate itself, making the
Animate
Packrat a
itself to get the
2/2.
Packrat a bit bigger.
And we no longer have Packrats.
Yes. For now. There might
For
be another
now.
one. There might be another one in Herman's hand.
Just an update. I believe that Herman is on 8 life actually after that last Boros charm that went to the face. So
Okay.
we're sitting on 8 and 13 as the life total's written down.
Okay. And Herman has played a.
That is Nightveil Spectre. 3 mana for a 2/3 flyer. Blocks every creature that Leon might produce. The other big thing with Nightveil Spectre is it gives him 3 devotion to black for Grey Merchant, should he
Yes.
manage to draw one.
Okay. So that'll help him stabilize if he manages to draw it and.
And
the
of
land
course,
to play
Nightveil
it.
Spectre is just a card advantage engine every time it gets in.
Yes. So what is Nightveil Spectre's ability?
Every time it deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card from that player's library. You
Okay.
may play that card as if it were in your hand.
That's a fantastic ability, but
He won't have the mana.
exactly. He won't have the
But,
red mana to play.
yeah, but if he hits a red land
Yeah.
with the Nightveil Spectre, then he
Yeah.
gets the mana for the rest of it.
Yes.
So that's a card that Leon has to be
Has to-
wary of.
Yeah, he has to be very afraid of that Nightveil Spectre.
Of course, Leon has no cards left in hand, so
he-
he's got no answer to it.
Yeah. The burn may have run its course. He may have just burned out a little too fast here for Herman's deck. He wasn't able to bring Herman down quick enough, so Herman is now starting to stabilize.
Yeah, let's remember that those duresses from Herman took away 4 mana burn spells.
Yeah.
or 4 damage burn spells rather.
Yes.
And we see a replacement
Another
pack
pack
rat.
Where there is a rat, there is always a pack.
Interesting as well is that Herman has left 2 black mana open here
Yes.
instead of maybe attacking with his Mutavault.
Okay.
To me, this suggests that he has something in hand to cast.
Okay. And
He now has 3 mana. He can make a new rat this turn if he chooses to do that.
as you said, if he steals a land, he can use it as if it were his own.
Yeah, and now a lot of the cards that he steals off the top of Leon's deck allow for him to cast with the
Yes.
mana from the Battlefield Forge.
Yes. So he now has access to both red and white mana. So unless it requires both, he can cast pretty much anything in Leon's deck. Well,
And-
both or multiple instances of red
Possibly,
mana.
quite importantly, he managed to make his 5th land drop off of
Yeah.
that, which gives him the mana he'd need for a Grey Merchant, which would take away the game. But it also leaves him with 3 mana open now, so he could make another pack rat token.
Yeah. But
This
that
game-
can be done.
this-
Can that be done at instant speed?
That can be done at instant speed.
So he might just do it at the end of Leon's turn.
And what he could do is, at the end of Leon's turn, he can make a pack rat, so there'd be 2/2. Then the next turn, he can make another token
Yeah.
with his card that he draws and animate his Mutavault. So he could actually have 2 4/4 pack rats attacking in with his Nightveil Spectre.
Yeah, and
He's
that-
actually threatening a lot of damage now.
He's those pack rats are no longer nibbling at the bone. They're starting to bite chunks of Leon.
I think
They
he'll
will
take a
bite
slightly
chunks
more
of Leon.
conservative line of play
Yeah.
and not attack with the whole team so that he has blockers left.
Yeah.
But
Just
he
in
has
case.
that's just highlight. He has the potential to be attacking for a great deal of damage in these next few turns with these
There's-
pack rats.
There's another Chandra's Phoenix. It's not the same one from earlier. It's a hard cast new Chandra's Phoenix.
Yeah, and that will be taking Herman down to 6, unless we're
Unless-
seeing Farika's Cure, 2 damage to target creature, and you gain 2 life. So Herman's actually going to be protecting his own life total here with this
Yeah.
spell.
So he's not actually dealing enough damage to the Chandra's Phoenix to kill
Oh
it.
no, he is killing it. He's killing.
Oh, is it a 2/2
yeah, it's
Phoenix?
2 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's killing the Phoenix and he's gaining 2 life. He's going to put himself at 10.
Okay. That's immense value from that card from him.
Yeah, and he still has quite likely a 2-turn clock.
Yeah.
So Leon might have.
Leon is in deep trouble now. He needs what could bring Leon's deck back for him at this point.
A War Eater's Helix would deal a big chunk of damage and also gain him some life and buy him a turn.
Okay.
So if he goes run around a War Eater's Helix, maybe he'll be in good shape.
Maybe a Mizzy Mortis might also do him. Just get rid of the pack rat and the Nightveil Spectre in one go. But that doesn't sort of solve his health problem. But it does get rid of the nasty creatures on his side, and he does choose to.
He's Magma Jetting the pack rat, getting that off of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd rather have the Nightveil Spectre hitting in every turn than the possibility
Well,
of
no,
massive pack rats.
Magma Jet can't kill the Nightveil Spectre.
Yeah.
Magma Jet's 2 damage.
Okay. Nightveil Spectre's a 2/3.
Yeah, 2/3
Okay.
flyer.
Okay. So, choosing to solve the pack rat problem before it really begins.
He decides to keep both of his scribe cards on top.
So Leon thinks.
If his next 2 top decks don't win him the game, he can't blame the magic gods.
Yep. He can't blame RNG. He just has to blame his decision to keep those.
Or just, well, it might be that whatever Herman is doing to follow up now is not anything that Leon can beat.
Yeah.
The
Leon-
life totals, I
yeah.
believe, stand at. Interesting. It looks like Herman has not recorded his 2 life gained from the Chandra's Phoenix.
Okay.
From the Farika's Cure. Oh no, he has. Yeah, he's recorded it. So Herman is at 10, and that attack looks like it. Well, Herman has jumped the gun on recording life totals there a little bit.
Yeah. He's assuming that
Yeah.
Leon
Leon
has
is on
nothing-
11.
But he has no mana and nothing to block. So.
Well, he does have a Stoke the Flames that looks like he's. Oh no, what's happened here is that
Yeah. Nightveil
yeah.
Spectre stole it.
Nightveil Spectre has stolen a Stoke the Flames off the top of Leon's deck.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought for a moment that Leon was casting that, and I
No. He
wondered
had
where
no
it
mana
came from.
after last turn.
Yeah, and no cards in hand.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Stoke the Flames is one of the few cards that Herman can't cast right now.
Because it needs
Because
two
he
red mana,
needs
yeah.
2 red mana. He's only got that 1 Battlefield Forge.
Yes. So Herman asking to look at Leon's graveyard. I don't know what that would be about. What do you think? What could he be casting that requires cards in the
No, he
graveyard?
might be looking to see how many Chandra's Phoenixes
Okay.
Leon can get back off of a burn spell.
Okay. So Leon does have 1 card in hand, and he decided to hold it. So
Yeah,
Hope-
it might well be a burn spell that will buy back Chandra's Phoenixes.
yes.
Although, if that were the case, it might make more sense for him to do it in his own turn, to cast them the same turn.
Yeah. Although having them in hand, casting the burn spell now, and then having the mana. Does he have the mana? He doesn't
Yeah,
have
he
the
has
mana.
plenty of mana.
Yeah.
He's got 4. He's got 3 more lands after this. So
Yeah.
if he has a burn spell, no, it looks like he is doing it.
Yeah. So
He's
doing
burning.
It, I think he's doing
firing
it.
a magma jet. Yeah, he's fired a magma jet at Herman. He's
Yes.
gonna buy back his Chandra's Phoenixes and take Herman down to 8.
Yes, but I think why he's doing this is that he maybe the second card that he drew, or these cards that he's scrying now, one of them is a land drop,
Yeah.
so that he can draw a land and then play both Chandra's Phoenixes potentially next turn.
Yeah. Well, he can still play one now.
Yes.
Because it's still his turn, and he has the 3. He's kept both
No,
on
it's
top
Herman's
points.
turn now. Herman's attack.
Oh yeah, Herman is on the attack.
So that's
yeah.
why he's probably casting it now, so that he has potential to cast both of them next turn.
Yeah. I was under the impression we'd move. Okay. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's still Herman's attack phase. So
No,
there's
yeah,
one-
no. This is the next turn. This is Leon's turn.
Yes, this is now Leon's turn.
Yeah, he's casting the Chandra's Phoenix.
Okay. And he.
That is, it is
That is an
Hero's
answer.
Downfall. Yeah, Hero's Downfall has killed
Nice
that Chandra's
answer,
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Okay, now it is Herman's.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Herman's turn is
my,
resuming.
My
yeah.
mistake. So,
He has drawn something. He's got it face down. He has 5 lands out.
okay.
Leon is on just 7 life.
Yeah. So this is potentially 4 attack damage from Herman before anything else happens.
If he miraculously top deck a mountain, he'd actually have lethal now.
Yeah, because he could cast that
Yeah.
Scorch.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So he might well want to. Yeah. If he flips a land off of this Nightfell Spectre attack, he'll be able to cast the Stoke the Flames.
Yeah. But
Instead, he's got a young Pyromancer. He has the option of casting that right away,
yes,
but he might choose
he
to
might
keep
choose to
mana
just
open.
float, just keep his mana open, just
Yeah,
to
we don't know what that last card in his hand is.
Yeah,
It could be a removal spell that he really wants.
yeah, just in case he might be afraid that Leon plays something
Yeah.
scary or that. No, he's doing some combat.
Well,
rounds.
remember that if Leon top decks a burn spell, he buys back a Chandra's Phoenix,
That is true.
which he can cast right away.
Yeah, if that burn spell costs 2. If
Yeah.
it isn't something like Misery Mortis.
Yeah. What that would mean is that, yeah, so we have to assume that Herman has kept a removal spell in hand
Yes,
instead of casting Young Pyromancer.
yes. That's a fairly safe assumption, just in case those Chandra's
Yeah.
Phoenixes return. He doesn't want to.
Yeah, and
have to
it
do
looks like that's what's happening.
Okay, so-
Lightning Strike is going to take Herman down to 5
Or
and
it-
buy back
it
Chandra's
might-
Phoenix.
Or it might actually be something to protect the Nightfell Spectre. 'cause it might-
Or, no, that Lightning Strike I think is actually killing the Nightfell Spectre.
yeah,
Yeah.
Leon is using that on the Nightfell Spectre.
Yeah.
He's just sick and tired of Herman stealing his good cards.
Yeah, and if Herman rips one more land, then Leon gets into trouble because
Yeah.
one more red land, he could cast the Young Pyromancer, and then use the Convoke on the Young Pyromancer to cast the Stoke the Flames as well.
Okay,
So,
that would have been quite rough. So Leon
oh,
does
he
play
has top decked
another.
another Chandra's Phoenix.
So this is the third Chandra's Phoenix.
I think
believe
so.
it is.
Yeah, I think there are 2 of those in his graveyard.
2 of those in his graveyard, and it's a
And
removal
it's
spell.
now there are going to be 3 of those in his graveyard.
Yeah.
And Herman's going to go back to a pretty safe life total of 10.
So Herman's on 10. How much is Leon on?
3. He is on 3, and he is
So-
facing down.
Mutavolt
The
plus,
Mutavolt that's gonna get
plus
there.
1 damage is going to result in the end of.
There is
Leon's game.
there is no direct damage in Herman's deck, so
Okay.
he's not going to have lethal this turn.
Yes.
But Leon's
Leon's not in a good space. He's on
he
a
must be
2-turn
concerned
clock,
at this point. Yeah,
He's
he'd need to
probably-
draw
yeah,
something to stop
gain-
the Mutavolt
or gain
and
life.
to buy him back into the game.
Yeah.
Looks like it was a swamp, so nothing scary from Herman there.
Yeah.
But that Mutavolt might just be good enough.
Yeah. Mutavolt is just
Mutavolt is good enough.
Yeah. Leon not wasting his time with the next turn, just conceding that he cannot come back from that, and Herman wins the game. The score
The
is now
scores
1-1.
are level at 1-1. Let's take a look at game 3 to see who wins this match.
So game 3 can be.
Game 3 could of course go either way. Herman has the advantage now that he'll be on the play, which makes a big difference against Burn.